and brutal. You get? So out of conscious and natural reasoning, that was when men came together to say no, it was important that we lived under an organized and harmonious environment, and there was no other way to do it but to introduce laws into the society. And when they introduced these laws, it now created the civil society as we now know it. Time went on, they now started seeing divisions: the educational system, the healthcare system, the justice system, the defense system, so on and so forth. All right. So these ones, what I'm telling you now, it means that I have, a little bit of moved from here to this place. But as time goes on, we're going to understand where laws began, because it's very important to understand where laws began, the origin of laws, so that you know the essence of laws. You know what the law can do for you, and you know what the law cannot do for you. If we understand this, we know that in living or interacting with others based on laws, we'll know what it will get to us. Because this is here, going back to the origin of the law, you will discover that laws were even here before mankind was even introduced to earth. Because if you go back to the Big Bang theory, we were not in the picture. But when you study the solar systems, the galactic bodies, the stars exist, you will discover that even before man, the sun, the moon, and the planets that are before we were created were already observing strictly the immutable laws of the universe. It wasn't a matter of, okay, today let's obey the law, tomorrow let's default or let's falter. They were obeying the laws before we now was even introduced into the picture. All right, so you see that from the origin of the law, it means that laws were here taking care of things, creating peace and harmony in the universe before we were introduced, or we were created and put on planet Earth. And it will surprise you that even planet Earth is under a solar system, as you all know, comprised the moon, the sun, and the other planets that make up the solar system. Even Earth in itself, being a subsystem to the solar system, when you come here, the Earth is also made of different systems that constitute or keep life or makes the environment healthy and conducive for life to be on Earth. You get? So you see that systems, you see that laws were here before us, and systems, just like you cannot differentiate between laws and systems, they were also here before us. All right. So now I'm trying to tell you that man was now put or introduced into an environment of system, right from the universe, solar system, the stars, the clusters, and all of that, down to Earth, which is also a system. Man was now introduced into this place that was constituted or is constituted by systems and laws that are not faltered for any reason. Since we know, since I started studying astrology and studying the universe, you get, laws were here before us, and now we were introduced into the law. Now see the interesting part. When man was introduced into these several systems, the carbon system, the water system, the list goes on. When man was introduced into this system, man didn't know the law. Apart from the theological aspect from the Bible, where immediately God created man, he said, he gave them rules, Adam and Eve, that this, don't eat the tree of life, for the reasons that he gave. This is the only knowledge that man had of the law, you get. But apart from the theological aspect or the religious theories, right, you now see that man was in this environment not knowing the law, because not knowing the law. So when population began to increase, bet you when man was alone, there was no need for any laws. All he could do was just go out and eat fruit, hunt with his rudimentary tools to cater for his daily needs, and that was it. But when population began to increase, people now started the attributes or characteristics like jealousy, envy, greed, and all of that started setting into the minds of individual according to the social contract theories. So unhealthy emotions started developing. Life, according to Thomas Hobbes, like I said, became short, nasty, and brutish. So in order, as a result of natural reasoning, by nature, man does not want to suffer. You understand? Even if your brain is telling you otherwise, your nerves, your system is responding to discomforting situations and wanting to be in a nice and harmonious environment. So since life became nasty and brutal, it was no need for any man, whether you had power or you didn't have power. Because if you were powerful, you could kill today. Tomorrow, a group of other persons may kill you in order to collect your property or in order to safeguard or be free of the fear of being killed. You understand? So nobody was surviving. Nobody liked the environment. They now say, okay, let's come together and bring up or create an environment that will now make life more pleasurable according to the social contract theories. You can verify. But for the purpose of this course, I'm just going to be giving just the bullet point so that the discussion will be going quick and quick and quicker. So now, as a result, let's fast forward. The law to the right to property, the right to life, and all of these were introduced into the civil society. This now marked the transition between the nascent society into the civil society. Now, men or man became civilized. Now, the law was made and introduced into the society. Again,